Gentlemen, it is your boy, Hotel Diablo. Day one. I told myself when I made this channel that no matter what happened, I would always be honest with myself and I would always be completely transparent with this. The point of this is for accountability. It's not for perfection. Last night, I made a lot of choices that resulted in my relapse. Ultimately, gave away my essence to a succubus. For anybody who don't know what a succubus is, it's a person who drains your energy. It's a being. It's an entity. And although some women just have that motive to just drain you because they can sense your light, they can sense your essence, they don't want anything else from you. I failed. Day 19 was supposed to be a easy breezy day. Go to work out, come home. Instead, it resulted in me going to work, working out, and having a drink or two with my friends. You see, the power of pressure, the power of being in that experience, man, is haunting. I feel brain fog, I feel lethargic, I feel weak, I feel depleted, and I know just because you go a week, 2 weeks, a couple days, and you just release that, it doesn't fully reset, but it is besides the point. I'm very disappointed in myself. That's a rag. Very, very disappointed in myself, man. Very disappointed in myself. I'm mad I allowed myself to get to that point. I'm mad that I told myself that I would have one drink and I ended up taking multiple shots of liquor that were free, by the way, to make matters worse. Instead of telling my friends and my associates that I'm pacing myself or I indulged. Yep. I should have had that same discipline. I should have had that same will that I had on my semen retention journey to go 19 days without release. And I should have used that to tell them no. 1 or 2 drinks won't hurt. Anything in moderation can be healthy. You know, you can eat the worldly foods in moderation and you won't get fat. It's only when you continue to do it and compile it until all that weight comes out on you that it starts to really take a toll on you. Man, you don't understand the amount of shame and guilt I have just to throw away all those days and hard work and all that discipline and that will. How proud I think God was of me for trying and going that far. I don't think men were designed to deplete themselves, man, because just being just 19 days, I can't even imagine 90 days, 6 months, 120 days. Just being 19 days, you really don't have a care in the world. And I mean that with I mean that with good intentions. It's like you see your ex-girlfriend on SR and it's like, to hell with her. You have the mental clarity to understand why things didn't work and you never want to go back to that. And then it's like back on when you relapse or when you've depleted yourself, it's like, oh, maybe that wasn't so bad after all. It makes you weak. It makes you so weak. Man, one decision. one decision to go drink and have fun and take a night off and enjoy yourself and have some fun with friends could be the downfall of your relapse. The guilt, the shame, it fucking sucks, bro. It sucks. Do not do it. I don't ever want to feel like this ever again. 19 days down the drain. Well, I think I know what I need to do. I restarted my semen retention journey here on day one, June, I think 15th or June 16th. And I'm not gonna break my gym journey. My gym journey was right along my SR journey, and that's to go 30 days straight. I'm not gonna give up on myself and go back to eating like trash. Just because I relapse doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You just have to be a man. You have to take this one on the chin. You have to pick your shit up and you have to keep on treading, man. Fucking sucks. Nobody wants to be here. Nobody wants to be this low, you know? Nobody wants to feel this low. Almost like you've lost something that you can never get back. And 19 days is a short time, and I felt great. I had a couple ups and downs. It was an emotional roller coaster, a couple days, but for the most part, I knew that I was on the right track. I feel like the universe was telling me, keep going, keep doing this, keep doing this. Man, sucks. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna make myself a healthy meal. I'm gonna clean my place up, like I'm gonna straighten it up, tidy it up, do everything that I need to do, clean my car, and I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna take this one on the chin. It's completely my fault. I made a decision, and that sucks, and now I have to live with that. Also, my ex was at this party, by the way, so that was a little bit of embarrassment. Getting drunk, maybe that had a lot to do with it. It was a lot of emotions involved. I feel like such a hypocrite, you know. Didn't hook up with my ex, by the way. Didn't even talk to her. But still sucks. Still sucks, man. I would have been 20 days today at around about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I would have made it to 20 days. I would have been 10 days shy of a month. Only 10 days is crazy, bro. I was so close to a huge milestone. It's not the end of the world. We're going to get back to it. I just strongly encourage anybody who sees this message, who this video reaches, it was designed for you, to remind you not to relapse. Lord's will, you never have to relapse again. And if you ever fall short, know that it's a part of the journey. You're not perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. It's just life. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it turn you into a hermit. You know, don't beat yourself up about it. It's not the end of the world. I just want to say, man, I just feel like this shit fucking sucks, bro. Day 19, I would have been 20 days. I was 10 days shy of my goal, of my milestone. I'm about to go to the gym and find out if I don't know, I just don't have that vigor, that aggression. And it's a good aggression. It's an eternal aggression. It's a strength, you know, on the inside. You just feel strong. It gives you confidence, bro. You're doing something that's incredibly hard. You know, they say lust and could be more treacherous than a drug addiction, you know. the chemicals that it alters in your brain. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal, man. I'm disappointed. It's like, if you feel like this, just, you know, relapsing, even if it's with a woman, doesn't matter, still a relapse. This is a semen retention journey, so if you're not retaining, it's, yeah, if you're giving up your essence, man, I don't know. But I can't even imagine what it would be like to relapse on like a 90 days or something like that. That would be petrifying. I don't never want to get back to this point again. And I know that there's guys out there living their best lives and they don't have to worry about watching this crap. They don't have to worry about, you know, watching, you know, adult material and chaser effect and all that. They still can live a great life and be happy with a person. But I'm just ranting. I'm just murmuring. Telling you guys, man, I hope this would encourage at least one person. I don't give a damn if it reaches one person. And don't do it. Don't do it. It is not worth it. Dude, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. And I'm not gonna go too far into detail, but I'm gonna make it short and sweet. It was a baddie. It was a baddie. I'm not the prettiest guy in the world, but I do have a good mouthpiece. I do know how to talk to women. I've grown up with 7 sisters. I learned a lot of female nature stuff. Like, I didn't learn it, but I saw it early as a kid. You know, having 7 sisters in the same household. I'm dead serious. 7 sisters in the same household. You tend to learn different things, where one sister might have 3 guys on her roster, right? She might have, and this is so shitty to even say this, but she might have a guy that she really likes who's giving her no attention whatsoever. This guy's too busy. She might have a guy who's a paymaster, and what we call paymasters, these are guys who are a little bit older. They might be a little bit more stable. They might, you know, have their finances in check, and they pay masters. They pay for everything. And that guy's not getting the time of day. She's breadcrumbing him. She's keeping him on the string. She's keeping him on a leash, giving him just enough so that he doesn't venture off and find something else. The minute she feels him pull away, she goes and grabs him back in. As soon as she got him back in her grasp, boom, she goes off and do what she want to do. You know, and you got the paymaster, you got the guy that she really likes, you got the guy that she doesn't like, that she just uses for attention. So, like I said, man, I'm not the most charming guy in the world, but I have had a lot of success with attracting women. I'm only 6'2", you know, 250 pounds. I work out, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that I talk. Maybe it's just the way that I walk. Lo and behold, it was a baddie, bro. Let me just say, based off of my likings, based off my, you know, preference when it comes to women, you know, on a physical, you know, standpoint, she was at least a 9 out of a 10, and I'm not exaggerating. I'd never tell her that to her face, because I would never give her that much validation, because I feel like that would give her power over me. I verbalized how attractive she was as a person, but I would never go up to her and say, man, you're a 9 out of 10. You're like one of the closest things I've had to a 10. I would never, because she'd take that and she'd use that against me. But yeah, fornication. Yeah, came over. I had drinks, I had shots, talked for a little bit. One thing led to another. Did the deed, lost the seed. And instead of being happy and saying, I'm a fucking man, I just crushed this baddie, and instead of having my smile from ear to ear, and being happy about that shit, dude, I was sad as fuck. I was like, oh my God, I just threw away all these days. I was disappointed. What man do you know can hook up with an attractive woman? Like, hook up with her, wake up, have an attractive woman, and be upset and be sad. That's how I know I was on the right path. Doesn't matter if it wasn't with adult material. Doesn't matter if you didn't use your hands. Doesn't matter if it was with an actual human. I lost my essence. I gave up my light. And guess what? She was just the happiest person in the world. She was just so energetic. She woke up with a glow on her face, and I was like, what the fuck? Make it make sense. Did I transfer energy to her? Like, I might be going too deep, or I might be tweaking out a little bit, but how is it that she becomes 10 times more energetic? She has a glow now. And she got what she wanted and was like, toodles. And I was like, God damn. But moral of the story, it fucking sucks. Don't relapse. Do you feel me?